different characters. And there's a particular way that we need to be able to put that down on paper. There are a couple of things that are going to be a big part of this. First thing is that these two hanging things here, they look like hanging commas. Those are quotation marks. Everything that happens inside of these quotation marks, the beginning and the end, are going to be what somebody says. And here I've got this scene where my character Tom, he's there, he's kind of staring at his paper for a few minutes, and I can imagine his teacher coming over to him and asking him if he's okay. Are you okay, Tom? Question mark. And then at this point, now what she says is over. She asks, okay. Now here I could leave it just as this. I've got my quotation marks right up against my what the person's saying, and I have it right at the end. Because it's a question mark, the question mark goes here at the end of this. If it were a statement, instead of being okay, and saying like get to work, she said, here I could have that. I would have a comma instead of a period, and I have a period at the end. Okay. Um, Now let's just say I left it as Tom get to work, and then she said, I could have that at the end. I could change it. She whispered, right? Here I have who said it. So I've got my quotation marks. I've got what's been said. My ending punctuation. Again, if it's a statement, like something that would normally get a period, it gets a comma here because we don't want a period and a period. If it's something that gets an exclamation mark or a question mark, it goes in this area right here where the comma is, right here. Okay. And then how they said it. So she whispered. Now, the last part I want to kind of implore you to do is to be thinking about when they're speaking, usually people are doing things at the same time. So in this case, she whispered. And I want to envision what would a teacher maybe be doing at that time? She whispered as she walked past. And then I could add a little bit more. If she continues to do something, she smiled at Tom, or she flashed a friendly smile at Tom um, to make him feel better. Now, when she's done, or if I move on to somebody else speaking, I go to a new paragraph. I hit enter here. In this case, I'm going to hit enter and come down to the end. Sorry. And go to the end here. Now, if somebody else says something, like say for example, Tom was going to go and say something else to her, I would start with my quotation mark again. Notice it is indented here. I'm going to go, wait, uh, Mrs. Williams, I don't understand. First question. Tom asked while or while flashing back and forth between his teacher and the sheet. Here again, I can picture him looking down at the paper, looking up at her, almost kind of puzzled. I want my reader to understand that he's looking at it. He just doesn't know what to do. Okay. Again, you can see here there's a couple parts of this. One is the quotation marks, the beginning of where somebody spoke, and at the end. I also have what the person said and how they said it. Okay. And I have that action here. Be careful that you don't have too much dialogue. We want to make sure that we have some dialogue and then we go into some description, a paragraph or two of description, and then back to some dialogue. Give that a shot today while you're working.